Hi guys, Rjpasini from Rjpasini-com coming to you today to do a brief sneak peek video. And looking at the stuff I have, I would say it is brief. Anyway, in case you guys don't know, my name is Rjpasini. I go under the eBay user ID as shop-rjpasini-for-great-deals. It's the end of the dashes, thank God. Anyway, I do sneak peek videos, demo videos, and intro videos. And for those of you who landed on my channel for some unknown reason, maybe you've seen something in my previous channels, my videos, and you figured, hey, let me see what this guy's all about. Let me check him out, see what he's got to offer. I don't know, whatever the case may be. But anyway, you landed here, and you probably were curious to what type of person I am or what do I do. I'm an eBay reseller. I sell general merchandise on eBay, new and pre-owned items whenever possible. And I always try to sell items that I feel are seller worthy. In other words, I don't like to buy junk, literally. I don't like to put the stuff on there it looks like it's been around 2 world wars, like old disheveled items and stuff. Although people do sell stuff, I've seen old items being sold on eBay, old rusty tools, old rusty cast iron pots. That might not be to my liking as far as selling stuff like that, but people do sell these things, and I don't know. I mean, I may have come across some stuff like that. I don't really recall picking up things that bad, but for the most cases, I always try to get nice things, and I don't want to. I wouldn't want to sell stuff. I mean, when you're buying stuff on eBay, even though people say, well, you go on eBay to buy things, and you kind of expect it that if it's pre-owned, it's going to have condition issues, whatever it may be. But for the most part, I always like to do the right thing and sell, decent items. But anyway, without further ado, let me just show you something. I only picked up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items here. So we'll start with this guy here. Here I picked up, I haven't had one of these. Now I've sold these in the past. Matter of fact, I have another little one over there. It's a radio sitting on the side over there. I mean, it's on eBay. In case you're wondering, it's a radio, but it's red, and he's on sale. This is a candy dispenser. That one's not. That's a radio. And what you would do is you would, put this little open the back here, and you would put your, I guess, M&M peanuts in there, whatever candies, and you close it up. And every time you hit the arm, they would discharge right here. Now, I don't think this came with like any little tray to catch it. I would think it's one of these type of things that, you'd have to hold your hand under there, and every time you do this here, that's how many come out. I don't think there's like a little. What I'm trying to say is I don't think there's like anything else that goes. I think that's it. The dispenser and the base. That's it. Matter of fact, it has M&M's World on the bottom here. Okay. So M&M's World. So yeah, that's the case. This here is not bad. Pretty decent condition. It has like a little, wear mark over here in the eye, a little spot. I know sometimes people say, oh, you could always touch it up, you get a little nail polish, eye polish. You get a little nail polish, you could, touch it up, whatever. But I don't like to mask things, and I like to just sell it as it is. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say I'm not that good at it, and I do touch it up, I might make it look a lot worse than what it is. So that's basically the only thing you got going on with this here. And it's nice and clean. I would say roughly, this thing's probably about maybe, why guess, take a ruler out. I don't know, let's see. Here's a ruler. I'm going to be using the bottom of my hand. It's probably roughly about 10.5 inches. What would you say? About that, right? So that's what the size of it. I sold these in the past. They're not bad. Pretty good. Okay. So we got him going on here. Let me move him over here so it doesn't drop. I don't want it broken. Okay, next thing I add. Now, as I do with puzzles, I also do it with games. I like to get brand new things, because for the simple reason is, and I said this in my other videos, if you buy if you're a buyer or seller, I should say, that likes to sell, pre-owned puzzles, and it may be 1,000 piece or 2,000 piece puzzle, and I'm not saying the buyer, sellers do this here. I don't know. I'm not saying they do or they don't, but when you're buying something like that, if it's 2,000 pieces or 1,500 pieces, whatever it is, you might want to count them all out. I know it sounds crazy, but if you're selling something like that and it goes to the buyer, and the buyer is, putting that puzzle together, and they're at the if it's a 1,500 piece puzzle and they got that last piece is missing, you're going to have one upset buyer, and whatever the consequences are, whether they leave you a negative feedback or a neutral, that's the case. You got to be careful. Me personally, I will not buy any open box puzzles. Okay, I'm not going to sit there. People say, well, maybe depending how much it is. If it's 100 pieces or 100 pieces, I'm not going to sit there counting them out in the thrift stores. Okay, or yard sales or garage sales. So when people buy those there, you're taking your chances, okay? I don't, okay? And anytime you see puzzles, if I do sell puzzles or board games, they're always going to be new. That's the only way I sell them. I will not sell them. I refuse to sell pre-owned games. And I know there are resellers out there that do sell these games, board games, puzzles. I don't do that there because, like I said again, if they're missing something, you're gonna have an upset buyer, and I don't need to upset any buyers. Okay. Anyway, long story short, I went all through that there, right, talking, and here's what I got here. I got this here. I picked this up. This is new. You can see it's wrapped up, all sealed up in plastic, never opened. This is the Simpsons, the Seen It DVD game. Let's see here. I'm just reading over here. It says 13 plus. That's, I guess, the age of your 13 over. 2 or more players can play. I don't know too much about this. It says best game ever, the first family of fun into a trivia game with real clips. So I got that going on now. I know Simpsons they're still on TV. It's still probably a popular game. I don't know. I know the show's been still running since since when it came out, 1980s, late 90s. At least on my TV, I still see it every now and then. The Simpsons. But here's what you got. Brand new game. Okay, if you're interested in it, it's the deluxe game, The Simpsons, Seen It. Okay, the DVD game, and that's again brand spanking new, as you can see. All right, there's the nice clear plastic wrapping around it. All right, so this is brand new. Well, it's new. Okay, we got that going on. I picked up another game. This one here, I tried washing it down. Not washing it down, but take off any dust. And I guess the rag had a little cleanser on it, and it didn't get up. It has these little marks in it, but it will dry out. Those marks are from the cleanser. I don't know how it would seep through there unless there's any kind of like where there's an opening in here, unless it's perforated. But I put a little solution on the rag, but apparently it must have went under. But I'm sure it'll come out. You can see it over here in the video. You see it here, the little spots. They'll dry out. I know that. Again, brand new. Well, again, I keep saying brand new. It is new, sealed. You can see it. All right. There's nothing here. It's not opened. All right. So you got that going on here. And this is the 24 DVD board game. Okay. And it's for teens and adults. It says 2 or more players. Okay. That's what we got going on. So if you're interested in this, guys, this is the sneak peek video. I don't know. I might try to get them up today. I don't know. If not, it'll definitely be on tomorrow, no doubt. So we got that going on there. And again, if you're interested in this game, you can have a nice new game. Like I said, never opened. Okay. Let me put this to the side over here. And put this guy down here because one thing I don't like is damaged boxes. Okay, I also picked up. I didn't pick up much. I'm coming to a close. I picked up this Sony. This is pre-owned, of course. This is Sony battery charger, model BCV, as in Victor 615. It looks like. It comes with the cord, of course. It just plugs in here like this. Yeah, if you have a Sony, that needs a battery charger, it does work. If you do get it and you plug it in, you don't see a light. don't think it's burnt out. I thought the same thing when I tested it out in the store. See this little lever here? When you push it down, then a little light will come on over here, a little charge light will come on. And I think this says over here, I think there's another little light. But I think what happens is when this comes on, I think it was yellow. That means I think it's charging. And then when it's fully charged, I think there's another light here that indicates, I don't know if it means green, it's good to go. But you got this going on here. I would have kept it for myself, but I don't have the batteries for this. I don't have a charger for my particular, I got Sony cameras. I got a digital still camera, and I also have a DVD video camera with that uses an 8mm cartridge. What I like about the Sony cameras I bought them around the same time, and you know, being a proprietary at that time, I could take the batteries out of my digital still camera and I could put them into my Sony digital camcorder. So they work good. And I thought this was going to work. I said, oh boy, this is nice. I'll keep it for myself, but it won't charge. It doesn't. My batteries don't fit in here, unfortunately. But anyway, that's what we got going on. It's not much. As a matter of fact, I'm coming to a wrap up right about now. And the other things I picked up here is I picked up two eyeglass cases. I don't know if you guys noticed. On my eBay listings, I have quite a few eyeglass cases I'm listing, and you know, I don't mind picking those up. To me, it's not a bad thing. I don't mind. The reason why I did it, you know, the reason I'm doing that is because I want to try to change up a little on my merchandise. I'm selling printers, you know, a couple printers I have, and I don't know if I said in one of my other videos, I think I'm going to probably do away with that right now. I don't know if I'm going to keep selling a lot of printers because, you know, I want stuff that's going to move fast. Sometimes I craft boxes. I don't know if you guys know that. I do crafting. You know, I make custom boxes. And in most cases, when it comes to printers like that, I don't like to get an oversized large box to put a little printer in it. Now, I have a Brother printer right now that's on eBay. It's a Brother printer. And I think I got it for $49.99. I don't know if it was the best offer. That is the foreign price. I'm not sure. But I don't want to, you know, like Walmart has, the biggest box Walmart has, that's how I get my supplies from, is 18 by 18 by 24. And if the printer's only like maybe 13 or 12 inches, whatever, in width or length, whatever, and yay high, I don't want to put it in an oversized box, you know. I try to custom it. I make them custom enough where I could put padding all around it on the front and top, okay. My idea of padding is about between 1.5 inches to 2 inches. That should be enough buffer. I mean, I'm not going to put like, you know, 10 inches or 8 inches of packing material to protect the thing. I do believe in protecting my items when I sell them, but you know, I'm trying to like get away from all of that customizing and boxes. And I know people may say, why don't you just buy certain boxes that size if you're going to sell those type of items, and then you don't have to worry about, you know, crafting the dimensions, you know. But I'd rather do stuff like this here. It's easy to do. You can throw it in the padded envelope. Well, I always wrap everything up in plastic. You throw it, you know, after I wrap it with plastic, I can wrap cardboard around it, throw in one of those bubble wrap envelopes, and shoot it off. Okay, so this is what we got going on. Nice Tommy Hilfiger, brown case. Okay, pretty clean inside. Does not have cleaning cloths. These are pre-owned. What I'm showing you, as you can see there. It's got the nice little Tommy Hilfiger name in there. Okay, it has a little. Looks like a little dust over here, whatever. I don't know. I could try cleaning out. I don't want to. You know, you got to be careful with when you're putting cleansers in here, or if you're doing it with a damp rag, because you don't want to wear the felt away. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see if I can get that out, whatever. But it's a nice case though. It's like a light brown, and it closes good. And the last thing I got here, I did try to clean up very lightly. It's a pink Candies eyeglass case. Okay, it's not bad. Pretty clean inside. A little dusty here and there, but it has to be cleaned out. Right along the side over here, as you can see. Probably a little dust. I don't have to use a little brush to clean that out. Again, I don't like to put too much chemical, like, you know, not chemical, like take damp rags, because that's how you should do it. With a little water on. I don't like to put cleansers in it, because again, you don't want to damage the felt in there. And the reason why I'm saying that is I had an experience with that with my own personal case. I was cleaning it out, and I guess I was rubbing a little too hard. I took the felt off it. I still kept the case, of course. So I'm not going to get rid of it. You know, but that's what we got going on, the Candies case. And that's basically as far as that what I have. I didn't really go too crazy with the thrifting today. Today they have 50% off. The place was mobbed. When I got there this morning, I got there around 11 o'clock. And I had to park across the street. And if people who live in the island or know Old Country Road, you know, you're crossing 4 lanes of traffic. And at that time of the day, that street is busy. I mean, you got 4 lanes of traffic, you know, two going in different directions. And it's crazy. And, you know, when you're buying stuff like that, that's why I couldn't buy big things. If you notice, the items I picked up were small, you know, because I had to carry a bag and run across the street with them. And it was madhouse. I mean, people were literally walking out with shopping carts full of items. I mean, clothing, you name it, furniture was going out the door, 50% off. And that's for the VIP members, which I am part of the VIP membership. It's for free, of course. I mean, I didn't pay for it. That's how they differentiate it. And tomorrow, they're going to have another one. It's open to the public. So today was 50% off for the VIP members, but you had to have an app on your phone. And what you do is you show your app to the phone, you know, when you're paying your cash register, you show the cashier, and they knock the 50% off. But tomorrow will probably be the same thing. I would think it's Labor Day. A lot of people will be off, but the last time we had a sale like that, and it was around the holidays, it wasn't that bad. But then again, I did get there early though. I got there as soon as it opened up. They normally open up on Sundays around 11 o'clock, but this morning somebody had told me, because I went there once before, and I said, how come the parking lot? And they said, well, on these days when they're having these sales, they open up like an hour early. If I would have known that, I would have been there as soon as they opened up. So, but it was a madhouse. But you know, like I said, I picked up a few items. Like I said, I didn't pick up much, like as you could see. You know, I don't want to oversource all the time, because, like I said, then the inventory sits around and it keeps sitting. I still have stuff on there, folks. Be honest with you, on eBay since last year, to be honest with you. And I'm really hoping to move a lot of this stuff out. Normally, my rule of thumb is I like to do the FIFO processing, first in, first out. And, you know, then I have LIFO and FIFO, or whatever I call LIFO, last in, first out. You know, sometimes it just sits there. And I know the competition is growing in leaps and bounds. I mean, I know there's a lot more resellers coming in. You know, for what I'm selling, there may be 1,000 other people out there selling the same item. It is what it is. You know, don't let it be discouraging, though. I mean, for those who do sell on eBay, you know, we don't want to let that become, you know, discouraging. But it is what it is, you know. And I do the best I can. I source for good material, good item, good merchandise that I feel is going to be, you know, sellable. Again, I don't want to sell junk. I don't want to sell stuff that's, you know, broken. Of course, I have, like I said, in some of my videos you might have seen, where I do have for parts not working. Unfortunately, that's what happens. You know, I get the items in good condition. I send them out. The buyer send it back to me, and 9 out of 10, the thing is broken. So that's why it goes up for parts not working. I normally do not buy things for parts not working. That's not the way I do things. The same thing now. If you look on there, you'll see a couple little CD players. That was the thing I did. That was my fault. I bought the items. I didn't test them out. I brought them home. I thought they were going to work. And the place I buy from, there's no refunds or exchanges. So once you buy it, you own it. So, you know, you're keeping your fingers crossed. I mean, it's cheap enough, but, you know, it adds up. So you take the item home. You put batteries in there, or I have an AC adapter with multiple voltage settings. So I tried doing that there. I couldn't get it to work. So I think it's a Sony and a Kenwood that's on there that is up for parts not working. And it's so annoying because it's a hit and miss. You know, you buy these things and you're hoping that, oh, I hope it works, I hope it works. And when you do get it to work, it's like, oh my God, I'm so happy it works, you know. But yeah, that's the brunt of this business. You know, you got to keep at it. You got to stick to it. I hear a lot of other resellers. I follow other resellers, you know, that are in the same line of work, and you got to grind it. You got to really work at it. If you're not selling, do research on it. You know, see what type of other items you could sell. Again, it's a tough call out there. There's a lot of competition, and yeah, the thing is, you always say people, you hear people saying, well, this time of the year it's slow. I don't know. You hear the summer months are slow, then you hear in the certain, like I said, at the Christmas it gets, then things start to peter down again. I don't know. I just wish it was busy. Me personally, I wish it was busy all year round. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm still making sales, but nothing to write home about. Okay, it's nothing to write home about. When I say nothing to write home about, it's not like I'm making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. I wish it was like that, but it ain't. So you do what you got to do. Just stick to it. Keep at it, whatever, and you hope and pray that everything works out for you. But anyway, guys, I don't want to keep talking about that. That's the sneak peek for today. I'm hoping to get this stuff up. If not, it'll be up tomorrow. So if you see anything out there that you might like, that might have caught your eye, please, message me. And the reason why, and just in closing, for those who want newbies that have hit this channel or that hit my eBay listings, the reason why I do these sneak peek videos, folks, I think I mentioned it many times over in my other videos, is to give you, the potential buyer, the opportunity to get first dibs on it. You can keep me in your search list, whatever, if you subscribe to my channel, which I hope you do subscribe. When I produce new videos, sneak peek videos, you can say, hey, that's that guy doing sneak peek video. Let's see what he's got this time. Maybe he might have something I want. Maybe all the other videos that the other sneak peek videos I did didn't have anything there where it was of interest to you, but maybe you might. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm hoping people don't unsubscribe, although I've had it in the past. Some drop off, some jump on. Maybe it's the content they're putting out. I don't know. I'm hoping, but there's something. If you guys could give me any ideas, would you like to see me do something else, talk about different subjects, or what maybe more do-it-yourself type of things? Please share it. Let me know, because I don't want to, basically scare you guys away from saying, oh, that's that guy again with that sneak peek videos, demo videos, and intro videos. Let me know what you want to see or hear. I try to help out. Like I said, I do other things besides the eBay stuff, related stuff, meaning the sneak peek, demo, and intro videos. I do-it-yourself things. I did a video on crafting boxes. I took, like I said, in my other videos, I did ones where I had a couple little rabbits, there's rabbits around the area. I might have videotaped them, a couple little squirrels playing around, or I do digital photography. I take pictures of the clouds. So, I do other things besides sneak peek videos and demo videos. But I will say, 95% of the videos that are on there do pretty much pertain to eBay, the items I'm selling. But again, just to rehash again, I do these videos again. The sneak peek videos is to give you guys, your potential buyers, a heads up. It also gives you an idea, what I'm selling, the condition of it. Hopefully you become more aware of what it is, and it gives you a chance to meet me, the seller. Like I always say, it's always nice to place the name with the face, so you know who you're dealing with. I'm an honest seller. If there's anything I could do for you guys, the people that see these videos and stuff like that, I offer best offers, and I always encourage people two things. Before you buy from me, read my feedbacks, okay? Read what others have to say first. I mean, you may do it anyway, but maybe you're one of those people that say, well, if I see the 100% mark, I don't need to check out. But I would encourage you, even though it's at 100% feedback, positive feedback, just read them. Just read maybe 5 or 10 of them, whatever. Just go, just read a little of them before you make any purchase. And I recommend you do that with any seller. Just read back. And if you do see, here's the thing. I'll share this with you. When I make purchases of little things. I basically buy. I'm more of a seller than a buyer, to be honest with you. And when I buy basically off eBay, I mean, I bought other things in the past, but my thing is I buy ink cartridges and toner cartridges. I got the HP 7520 printer, and I look for people who, where I buy cartridges from, the ink cartridges. I also buy from my brother printer. It's an HL 2270, I think, DW printer. I buy toner cartridges, and the company I deal with, just to give a little shout out, is Easy Ink. Yeah, Easy Ink is the one. And the reason I'm buying is because they're located in Brooklyn. I bought from them before. The service is very stellar. I have no problem with a very good seller, good service from the seller. And they're in Brooklyn. They're only like 40 minutes away from me. I mean, literally, I could drive there and pick the items up. But when I place the order, I usually get in a day and a half. So, I mean, it all depends on when you place the order. I mean, if you do it, if I did it today, probably by Monday or maybe Tuesday, I'd have the item, depending how fast they ship over there. But it's good company to deal with. I like them. And again, it's called Easy Ink. And they're pretty good. That's where I get all my toner cartridges from. I use my printers. I have no problem with them whatsoever. They work fine. They have the satisfaction guarantee, and they deal with a lot of other printer, makes. Canon, I think Lexmark. I can't think Dell. I think they deal with Dell. They have other. I know they have other cameras. Other toner cartridges they deal with from other manufacturers, printer manufacturers. So you might want to check them out. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. If you like what I do with these videos, please subscribe to me. I'd love to have you subscribe. I'm trying to hit that 100 mark. Can you guys help me out? Get that 100 mark? I'm trying to get there. I know it's probably saying 100. This guy's worried about 100. There's people that want to get hundreds of thousands of them. But I can't get past that. I can't get past that. I've been stuck at 95 subscribers now for quite some time. And I'm hoping I could, get to that 100 mark. That'd really make me happy. I mean, I know it's not a great feat, but I would love to hit that 100 mark. Anyway, I would like to hit 100,000 mark too, but I am new at this stuff. I've been doing this now a little over a year and a half, and my story was how I got involved with this. Just in case, just give you a little quick thing. Back in September of 2016, I worked for a big corporation, and they had layoffs, and 1,000 people with this company I worked for had lost their jobs. They went overseas, right? Like it's not like it's old. That's old news anyway. And that's what kind of like catapulted me into doing this here. Am I doing okay? I'm coasting. Let's put it this way. I would hope to be in a lot better income stream, but it's pretty competitive field. It's not as easy as people think. I think a lot of people are misled when they talk about going into this type of business. That they make it sound like, you go into this business here, you sell a few items around the house, and you're going to make tons of cash and stuff like that. It's a lot of work. Basically, I'm up in the morning from like between 6:30 and 7 in the morning. I take my breakfast, my lunch break, which is they're not really breaks. When everybody leaves the house, I'm basically scarfing down my breakfast. I don't mean scarfing down like I'm rushing to get back to the computer, but you have your breakfast. There's no like a half-hour breakfast, 15-minute breakfast, whatever. There's nothing. It's like you make your breakfast. As soon as you finish, you come back here. You wait for the clock to go by. I try to stay in a schedule. Then when noontime comes around, you break for a sandwich. Maybe you have a cup of coffee or whatever. And then after that, the clock spins around. Everybody comes home. Dinner's starting to be prepped. So then you stop. You have dinner. You hang out with the family for a little bit. You chit-chat. Okay. I'll see you guys in a little bit, and most of the time you don't. So now you're looking. Now the clock is passing. It's spinning around. Now it's 12 midnight. 12 midnight on the East Coast of New York is the time I try to cut it out. I mean, okay. So if anybody does leave any messages on the eBay messaging system after midnight, you're not going to get any response from me. I'm sorry. I'm not a robot. I don't have artificial intelligent devices here that can pick up things, or there's no, just leave a message, and the first thing in the morning you will get that message. I'll respond to it. I've had things like that happen where at the midnight I close up shop, so to speak, which is the saying. It's not a shop, but I'm on a computer here, and that's it. You will not get a response from me. So if you're a late night person that stays up to the wee hours of the morning, and you decide to message me at midnight or after midnight, whatever, you are not going to get no response from me. I'm sorry. I'll have to wait till tomorrow. Same thing with shipping. I know I have the one-day shipping process I do. And again, if you guys buy from me and you can get the, if you get to me before 4 o'clock Eastern time, 4 p.m., the reason why I say 4 o'clock, because I have to allow for packaging, printing out, so depending how much stuff I have going out. The postal service closes at 5 o'clock where I am. And the only thing I could do is, but it's not going to make a difference. I mean, even if it was like at the 5:30 and I could drop it off in the drop box, it's not going to go out till the next day anyway. So I know people, I know eBay they're not a stickler on it, but I always hear them when I talk on the radio. Every now and then it'll come up and they say, well, when you hand off your package to the mailman, he's supposed to scan it right there and then. My mailman does. Okay, so for those out there that do have packages going out, be it eBay related or non-eBay related, if it's got to go to somebody, a relative in another state, country, whatever, not a country because you got to go to the post office for that, but within the states, make sure the letter carrier, mailman, scans it right there. If he gets and puts it in the box, I'll get it when I get to the truck. That's another story too. I had stories like that, I had situations like that where I gave him a package because I can't do it right now. I'll do it when I go back to my truck, and that's fine, but as long as it's scanned in. And again, you could always test it out too. You could just type in the number. I always have records of the what do you call it there? The UPC code, the barcode, whatever, tracking number, and you could just check it out and see if it's been logged in. If not, maybe when he goes back to the post office, that's when he'll scan it in. As long as it gets scanned in on that day, okay, then you're okay. But that's basically it, guys. I don't want to go on and on and on. I just thought I'd share a little tidbit of information with you guys for those who are new. Again, if you want to subscribe to me, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And if you like what I do to the videos, you want to give them a thumbs up, that's great. And I'll talk to you again in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I know over here had a little rain. The sun came out for a little bit. Now it looks like it's getting overcast again. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. I hope to have a nice selling week, coming up. Let's make some more sales. I'll probably be doing a couple of videos. I don't know if I'm going to get some today, whatever. So if you do come across or get any notifications, for those who subscribe to me, I don't know if that'll be eBay related or reseller news, whatever, but I'm going to be doing some other stuff coming up. So you take it easy and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.